Well, hello everybody. It is Sunday. Happy Easter. It is, for those that celebrate that, happy anything that you do celebrate. Happy just Sunday otherwise. And I have a fairly full day today. I'm going to be going to um, a meet and greet at oh, where is it? At the Royal Oak on Bank Street. One of the Royal Oaks on Bank Street. And then I have to leave there because I have to be there by 2. Then I have to leave there by 2:30 in order to get to Karen's for 3. And then when I'm done with all of that, then it's Easter dinner. And then if the event is still going on, I am rushing back to the event. So it's going to be a lot today. So I think I'm going to start with my eyes, which I don't normally do. So I'm going to start and do something different that way today. So there's the start of that. And I think I'm just going to go right in with the brush and kind of smooth that in a little around here. And we're going to put and that is why I didn't do anything, because I can clean up underneath when I'm done. So I'm going to try and blend these a little bit. On the outside. So there's the start of that. And now I'm going to go in with something else. I want to find something maybe Eastery. I don't know. I don't think I want to do those. I think going back into the I Love the World palette. What looks Eastery? Blues, teals, greens, pinks. I think blues. I like my blues. So let's see. If I put this light blue here, it's a very pale blue. So do people have plans today? I imagine people are having a lot of dinners. Today, the dinner we're having is made by Chrissy. She's in the neighborhood and she does a lot of different dinners. People may be aware from other posts I've made. She does a lot of different dinners in the neighborhood for the community at very reasonable prices. It's very nice. Like it's such a nice community to live in. I love this community. And let's see. Maybe a hint of yellow in here. Why not? Just because I can. Cool. And let's see now. What do I want to put on the outside? On the outside, I want a darker blue. Maybe I'll do the darker blue. The denim from the other day. I'm putting it over top of something that's a little bit black. Da, 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 da. And then I think maybe I'll go in and do my foundation. That's not going to be very exciting for people to watch. So I'm going to pause this. So I'm going to continue putting this on. I got my foundation pretty much on. I've never had to kind of try and go around the eyes so much before. I'm not sure what I want to do for eyebrows. But that's the way it is. Now, are people planning on doing the Easter Bunny thing today? Like, are some people doing that? Do they hide the eggs and gifts for children? Is that something that still goes on, or did that kind of fade away when I was a child? I don't hear so much about it anymore. I mean, I know they still sell the things, but I don't know if a lot of people still go through the hiding them and all that for the children to find. And so I'm hoping it's still a thing. I really am. I don't know why it would disappear when, you know, they keep the Santa Claus stuff and all of that going. But yeah, I hope people have fun. You know, I mean, a lot of things like this are, you know, not everybody celebrates the same way. And I know that if people don't celebrate the way that other people do. Sometimes they think it's wrong, and it's not wrong. There's just a lot of differences. And I think people need to start celebrating the differences more than condemning them. Because I know that that's a thing that people do nowadays. I forgot to turn this light on. Let's see what this does. How does that change things? Okay. Not the end of the world. I didn't do disastrously with, light from just one side. But yeah, celebrating people's differences, I think, is a lot more interesting and rewarding. If everybody around me was just like me, I would hate that. I mean, really, I would really hate that. I think people need to be different from one another. And I don't mean different in terms of some people love and some people hate. That's a little bit too different. But I do think we all need to try to be a little bit more understanding. I mean, I know that I do. I try really hard. Some things it's more challenging. I don't understand why people are so concerned with defining what a woman is or a man is, because unless you're breeding with somebody or interested in breeding with somebody, I don't see the relevance. It really has no relevance on a regular basis. And I get a lot of times people think that I'm trans or a transvestite or, well, any kind of numerous notions of what they think I am based on absolutely nothing but their own very short sighted, I guess, information, limited information that they have. And I guess they don't understand a lot of things. Um, I could be straight and do this and everything would still be fine. I happen to be gay and I don't consider what I wear to be women's clothes. And I know that most people, when they look at them, do. Not my fault nor my problem. I know what the reality is for me, and if anybody wants to know, they are free to ask. I will never be offended by somebody mistaking me for trans because I don't consider it an insult. I don't get offended if somebody considers me a woman, even though that would be really weird, I think. But if that's how they view me and they want to call me she or her or anything, well, unless they're trying to purposefully be mean or condescending or anything like that, I'm not going to be insulted because I don't consider being a woman to be a negative trait at all. I would be very honored to be mislabeled as such. And I don't know what other people, like why other people react so vehemently to these things, unless, like, I mean, if a straight person is misidentified as gay and they get upset by it, there's something else going on there because, it shouldn't be insulting. And if it is, then there is something wrong somewhere. Somebody did not get education in the right way or something. And I don't know what it is, and I certainly wouldn't hazard a guess, but it certainly isn't normal. The things that I don't care about or that have no bearing on my life whatsoever, I don't care about them. It's funny how that works. I have way too many things going on with my real life that if somebody wants to mistake me for any of those things, no skin off my nose. So that's kind of where I'm at for those kinds of things. And I know that it's not necessarily the most popular of opinions or viewpoints, but it is how I feel. And I don't mean to be controversial or offensive in any way to anybody else's beliefs. But if you are thinking things about anything that really has no bearing on your life directly, And I mean, like if you don't want to see gay people, then, as I tell everybody, I will gladly help you poke your eyes out if that will make you feel better. But that's really, you can only affect you. You can't try to control what other people are. You don't have that right. Because if that was being done to you and people were forcing you to be gay or trans or things against your will, how would that feel? Because that's the reality. The reality is people are who they are and who they're meant to be. And if you believe in God, then people are as they were intended by being who they are. If you don't believe in God, then people have evolved to be exactly who they are. Either way, there is no mistakes being made. People are who they are meant to be. And it may not be a popular opinion, but I think it's true. Now, some people, I think, are naturally, I guess, fearful of the unknown or things that don't pertain to them or they don't understand, and that is also natural. But it is even more natural for people, human beings, to learn and want to improve and get better and everything else. So I'm not sure what the purpose of just, staying, repressing people, all of that stuff, as opposed to lifting everybody up to be the best possible them that they can be, which is, in my mind, the greatest contribution to any society is when everybody is working at their full capacity to make themselves a better person. And people need to stop focusing on trying to control other people and just putting the efforts where they should go into, self-worth. I have done a lot of evolving over the past just even few years. And I think everybody should really be doing that. Now, is this a good Eastery color? I love these chunky glitters, but you go through them so much faster than the fine glitters, because when you pick up a few flakes, a lot more of your product is gone. Okay, that's kind of cool. Look at the squint face that I make when I go up there. And I think I'm going to take a little of this fine purple glitter and put it out here. Okay, now what did I put down? I think I'm going to try and do a little smudgy. That. then I'm going to take that yellow. See what that does. I'm just trying to do things I haven't done yet. And I still haven't done any eyebrows or anything of that nature. So there is a lot of things I still have to do. So I think I'm going to put on some other things and then we'll be back. Okay, I'm putting the finishing touches on my brows. Drawing a few more individual little hairs in here. I like to use a few different colors so they end up looking, I don't know, a little bit more natural than they would otherwise. And now some mascara. I am almost done. It's kind of an Eastery look. It's got little blues and greens, yellows. And a little pinkish mauve glitter, because I think, you know, that makes a difference as well. Let's see, maybe I will just go in with my black stick. Go into there. Get a little smudgy going. Let's see. That's not what I want. I'll just go with this one. Yeah. So the last thing I need to do is put on my concealer. as I make my makeup faces. I may go in with some translucent powder on those areas. So let's see. Here's my translucent powder. And this I've had for 35 years. So I've had it for quite a while. Well, I think that is what I am going to do. I'm just going to take this big fluffy brush. I'm not really baking or anything in here. I just wanted to kind of set the concealer. Hopefully that'll keep it from forming all kinds of creases under my face. And I'm going to use my equivalenza in whatever number that I don't remember. It's really micromist. So there we go. Now this isn't the hat I'm going to wear tonight, but it is very Eastery. So until the next time, as always, please take care of yourselves and each other.